All right, there we go. We good.
May miss a few people because of the other call.
That's okay. That's what replay's for. Oh, this tastes good right now.
As you're jumping on, please say hi.
Yeah, let us know where you're from.
Thanks for being here.
Hey, Sarah. Hi, Megan. How y'all doing? Hi, Michael.
Hey, Michael.
How is everybody?
Thank you all for jumping on. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us. So, we just got back from Utah, and one of the most compelling things about being in Utah was listening to people tell their stories and their actual experiences with Pro-Tandem NRF2. It was just good cleaning the floors at the moment. Oh, Lord. Come on over. We'll put you to work over here when you're done. But, so we got to talking about that, and I told Bill, I said, everybody needs to hear this. And there's so many people that have a story, right? And so Bill has a very big story with NRF2 and some of the cellular activators that we have been taking now since about, well, for a year, in January, since, 9 months. So, oh, you're so welcome. Yeah, you can, Rosa. So, we just wanted to sit down with you guys, and so I'm going to play the Oprah here. Bill's going to be my guest.
You have to pick her.
And I'll be Dr. Phil. How about that? You like him.
Yeah.
And so we're just going to kind of go through a little back and forth. But one of the things that we want to convey to you guys is there's a disclaimer here, and that we don't claim to mitigate, treat, or cure any type of disease. This is only Bill's personal story. So I'm going to turn it over to you. I'm going to let you just take off and tell the story.
Boy, you're a real host with all those questions.
Well, no, I'll interject in between and redirect you and get you.
Oh, that's okay. You know I gotta give you a hard time.
Of course.
Wouldn't be any fun if I didn't. Well, again, thank everyone. I appreciate you being on here tonight. Again, you heard Leslie's disclaimer here. Basically, what I wanted to do is I just wanted to share some of my testimonial and some of the things that I've experienced with the products that we've been using through Lifevantage since January. My experience started out a little different. Leslie actually put me on these products and didn't even tell me what they were to begin with. So once she put me on those products, and I was
here, take this.
Yeah, she was like, here, just take this.
I've been laying out vitamins and supplements for you for a long time, and you've just always trusted me to take good care of you.
And
right?
I've taken them and asked no questions. So if you guys ride by here one day and I'm wearing an adult diaper and licking the windows, then y'all come by here and ask her what she's been giving me, okay? So anyway. I don't want to make this a joke because what I'm about to share with you here tonight is very serious. But she started handing out these supplements to me. And as I started taking them, after about 3 or 4 days, I came in and I walked through the door and I was like, what in the heck have you been giving me? I said, she looked at me almost startled like, well, is something wrong, you know, or what's going on here? Tell me what you're feeling and all. I said, well, first of all, I've had the best day ever. And I said, I've just thought clearer, felt better, had more energy, but most of all, been more calm. Hey, Reese, but to skip over all of that, the products are amazing. About 4 or 5 months ago, I did something without even telling her. And most people don't know this, and then a lot of people do, and then some people know how I was feeling, what my attitude was like, and even the way I was acting out.
Tell them a little bit about the way you were.
Well, I was very angry all the time. A lot of that had to do with some outside circumstances that were attributing to that, or at least I thought that's what a big portion of it was. But then I just couldn't get it under control. I couldn't be happy where I was at. I couldn't be happy in the moment. I was either thinking about what I didn't do or what I needed to do, rather than being present in my own life and being present in the moment. Is the way I like to talk about it.
And you had some road rage.
Yes, I had some road rage, did some stupid things. Luckily, nothing that ever turned into anything violent or anything like that, but it was all out of hand. I was out of hand. I was out of control. Look at this smirk.
I won't tell those stories.
That's okay. Don't tell any stories on me. And most of my family and a lot of my friends had even witnessed some of that, and I am not proud of those moments. However, the other day, something happened in traffic, and I actually, Heather's like, yeah, my daughter's like, mm-hmm. So the other day, actually, something happened in traffic, and someone blew the horn at me, and my first instinct was, I opened the door of my car, and I turned around, and I went, I'm so sorry, please forgive me. I didn't mean to do this.
You cut that lady off or something.
Yeah, I wasn't in the car. This was my error. And I guess was it later that day or the day after? I don't know, but Leslie got a message from a lady saying that she accidentally met me the other day because I had cut her off, but that I stopped at the stoplight, I opened the door, I apologized to her, and that she was just so appreciative of that anyone else would have really overreacted or maybe reacted in the wrong way just because she blew her horn at me. Well, anyway, to get back to the story, approximately 3 or 4 months ago, without the advice of my doctor or the advice of my wife, I have been on antidepressants since I was about 28, somewhere in that neighborhood. And thanks, Corey. And I don't share this a lot with people. I get a little emotional about it. But 30-some years on antidepressants, suffering from severe depression, and a lot of my anger came from that. But I started taking our supplements in January, and without the advice of a doctor, I have a couple of times tried to come off of my antidepressants to see if my system was back in line. Well, I've tried that twice and it didn't work either time. But I tried it 4 or 5 months ago, and then after 60 days and after comments from friends and people that are like, something's changed about you. There's something different about you now. We can't quite put our finger on it. I said, well, the biggest thing that I have seen is that I'm happier in the moment now. I don't worry a lot about the future. I don't think a lot about the past at all anymore. God has told me that, He's forgiven me for anything that I've ever done in my life. And I'm grateful for that. But people started noticing a real difference in me and a real difference in my attitude and how I was responding to things. So, fast forward to today, there are a lot of things that go on, and there are a lot of things that still happen the same ways, but my reactions to all of this are very different. Now, the only thing that I can attach that to has been the fact that I have been using our Lifevantage products. Thanks, Susie. Love you guys too. I've been using our Lifevantage products since January. I can attribute that to nothing else. I drink Axio and Wellness every day. I take the NRF1, NRF2. I take all of our products, omegas, probiotics, things of that nature. And it almost seems that I am finally enjoying life and enjoying being in the moment. If something occurs, our first response now, and I'm glad we do it at the same time, is that, okay, well, evidently God did this for a reason. There's some reason that He wants us to have this delay. We were in the airport Sunday coming back, and when we got to the second leg of our flight, they changed our flight and our gate about 7 times within an hour.
It was a lot.
7 times. Okay. We never lost our cool. I didn't either. Normally I would be sitting there griping about this or upset about it or making stupid comments. But we took it in stride. Everything went well, and everything was great. Well, once we finally got on our flight coming to Greensboro on Sunday, we get to Greensboro, and all of a sudden, after we've been sitting on the tarmac for about a half an hour, the pilot comes out of the cockpit of the plane, and he's about as angry as I used to be. Okay?
Yeah.
He is swearing, he is upset, what have you.
He was mad.
We sat on the tarmac for about a half hour, nothing going on, but we found out that no one had sent a crew to receive the plane in Greensboro when we got there Sunday. So we had to wait almost 40 minutes to get someone to the plane to do that for us. Now, the reason I shared this part of my story first is because I think most all of us that are in this business of Lifevantage and the family, we all have certain stories that have changed our lives that these products have had something to do with. And I truly believe that. But yeah,
well,
I'm sorry, Heather, I stole your coffee.
The thing is that it truly makes you so passionate about the product, and you understand that why it is important that we share these stories with you, because this is real life stuff, and it has changed our relationship. It has changed the way he looks at situations, and it has just made him more present, and amongst other things. So that's why we felt like that going forward, that every Tuesday night we really need to hand you guys over a testimonial, and we'll have more testimonials coming your way. But we're going to be the pitch guys. But wait, there's more. So I want you to tell them about what happened with your diabetes.
Yes.
So a lot of people don't know you're diabetic.
No,
so.
And the funny thing is, a lot of times my doctors will tell me, they're like, Bill, if we didn't know you were a diabetic, we wouldn't be able to look at you or examine you and think that you had this illness. The biggest thing that I've had happen for me with my diabetes is that my insulin, how do I say this?
So your pancreas became more sensitive to insulin. He was having to take, let's say for instance, he was taking 50 units of insulin a day. His pancreas became more sensitive to insulin, and what we found is that his blood glucose was dropping. And so we had to cut back on the insulin. He wasn't having to take as much because his body was more sensitive to that. And he's taking less insulin now. Mm-hmm. So we had to cut back at least twice before we found what your happy state was with that as well.
For you guys that understand diabetes or that you have diabetes, carb counting has always been a big part of my life. So for every 10 carbs, I would have to take
1 unit of insulin.
1 unit of insulin. That began at one point that it was for every 6 carbs, I had to have one. So then all of a sudden I had to change that, and then it got to the point that I had to go to every 8 carbs, I would take 1 unit. Now for every 10 carbs, I take 1 unit. So it's made a big difference in the insulin sensitivity that I have had in my body.
And so with that being said, from being the medical professional that I am, what I can tell you guys is that when we tell you that you're taking a cellular activator, you're not placing something where there's a void. You're taking your body's own cells and you're training them to operate in the way that they were meant to operate. There is nothing else like this on the planet. We have 30 published studies to show that the product does exactly what it says it's going to do. And so when we say we have no competitors on the market, nobody's developing anything else on the market that we can say as of right now. And we've been in this market for over 11 years. And Dr. Joe McCord, who invented this product, it's a proprietary blend of 5 ingredients. They are actually herbal ingredients. It's turmeric, bacopa, ashwagandha, milk thistle, and what's the other one? Did I say bacopa?
Mm-hmm.
There's one I left out.
Yeah.
Green tea extract.
Green tea, okay.
So it's a proprietary blend. And no, I can't tell you taking these as individual products is not going to give you the same results that you're going to get with this proprietary blend. Dr. Joe McCord is a graduate of Duke University, okay? We live an hour and a half from Duke University. Everybody here talks about the Dukes. Everybody goes to Duke to get their cancer treated. People go to Duke to do everything. We know it's a university hospital. We know it's very well respected. And, you know, the story that Bill has just shared with you is only one of hundreds and hundreds of stories that I have heard over and over about the benefits of this particular product. So what I want you guys to understand is that when we get passionate about it and when we start getting teary in the eye, you know, I don't care if you take these products or not. The $12 that I make off the bottle is not going to make or break me, but it may just change your life, okay? And there's a lot of people out there that are praying to God right now for an answer, for something that will come into their life that will make a difference, that will help them through whatever they're dealing with in their life. And if you can get your body to act in the way and to perform the very way that it's supposed to, then, you know, I will take my last breath telling people about these products, not because it's an MLM or because I need your money, but because you deserve to live a full, happy, fulfilled life. And I legitimately lose sleep at night thinking about people who message me on a daily basis. They're like, Leslie, I've got this problem. Leslie, do you know? Leslie, can I see a doctor? Leslie, who can you connect me with? Like, if you all only knew what my inbox looked like on a daily basis and the people that contact me needing help. And I'm so glad that I can be a source for most people in some way or another, but I will never, ever, ever stop taking this product. Once I seen what I saw that had to do with this product and the way it operates and what it does for your body, I cannot unsee that. As a health professional, I cannot unsee that. And I told Bill, I said, we got to do this. And he's like, you really think this is the company? I'm like, this is the company. This is it. We have to do this. So, again, I don't get up and do this every day and swallow these supplements because I need your money. I get up and do it every day because for me as well, it's been a life-changing experience for me. The way I feel, the energy that I have, the sleep that I've got. And we all know that gut health plays a huge role as well that affects the mind. The products that we have, Axio, NRF2, as well as NAD, are amazing for your mind. They work at the cellular level, right at the brain. We have so many studies that show how it affects brain, not only just with memory, if you can read into that whatsoever. There's so many things out there that I could just go on and on. So, I mean, and I kind of am, right? Quit laughing
Is
at
this
me.
testimonial Tuesday for Leslie? No,
No,
I'm just kidding.
I'm just kidding. Well, you've told your story. I just need people to
Well,
understand
the
that.
only other thing that I wanted to wrap up with and say, as far as my part, we have some friends that we haven't seen in about 3 to 3.5 years. And we actually were at the beach for our anniversary just for a few days.
About 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. And we were having dinner when we got there Friday night or something. And we noticed that our two friends had posted they were having dinner at Surfside Beach. So I told Leslie, I said, why don't you just Google that and see how far we are from them. We were like 9 miles away from them. So we got together for the weekend and we spent Saturday and Sunday together. Had the most amazing time with this couple. We always just love connecting with them. But her fiance kept asking me, he was like, who are you? He said, where did Bill go? Where is my buddy?
Where's old Bill?
Where's old Bill,
angry Bill?
That would just get angry with me and upset, and we would just go crazy sometimes on responding the way we do. He said, I just can't believe this. He says, I don't even know who you are anymore. He said, you're just a totally different human. And guys, I'm going to tell you this. I knew I was messed up and I knew I was in an angry and in a bad place. But when your friends start telling you things like that and you realize that they have seen so much change in you, that
They want what you have.
They want what you have, because he asked me all weekend, when can I get this magic pill? When can I take these products? And as Leslie said a few minutes ago, this is one thing that I'm going to promise you. I know that this is a business for us, but what we have found in Lifevantage is that everyone in this company has similar experiences to this. And this is why they have bought in. This is why they are so excited about this. But the important thing that we want you guys to realize is we don't ever want anybody to come to us and tell us, why didn't you tell me about this? Why didn't you tell me? Well, we're not going to make that mistake. We're going to give you the opportunity. As Leslie said, it's okay. It may be for you. It may not be for you. It's okay. But we're going to share our message, and we want you to be aware of all the possibilities that can come from being a part of these products or actually using those. So maybe I should double that.
Well, I'll tell you too, and the company believes so much in the product, we have an empty bottle guarantee. Okay? We have an empty bottle guarantee. We ask you to take it all. Swallow it all up. If you're not seeing some change in yourself, then they'll give you your money back.
But let's keep in mind too, and this is what we like to remind people of. Yeah. What we're doing is that we're talking about cell activation with inside your body. It is just like taking cholesterol medicine. You know, most of us don't know that our cholesterol is good or bad when we go through life. So the doctor tells us, okay, your cholesterol is a little high. You should take this medication. Now, we don't normally feel any different after we take the medication. We just want to look at the numbers, and we want to see how it's affecting our cholesterol levels. Well, that's where the proof is in the pudding, is that when you have been on these products long enough, and they suggest that for every decade of life that you have been here, that you take the products for 1 month for each decade. Now, I'm almost 60, so 3 months ago,
you hit the
I hit the 6 month mark. I felt incredible the first part of it, but I think now it has just put me on such it has really kicked in, and my body is just really functioning at such a different level now. And everything is so activated in us. And this goes right down to our immune systems. Straight up, guys, COVID's been out a while now. Thank God. We have lost several friends, and we're so sorry for that. But we have not had COVID. And Leslie has been involved in the nursing home. I have been traveling all over the United States, up and down the East Coast. And God has watched out for us and protected us. And I hope that no one gets this. But I think a lot of that has played into it as well is that our bodies are performing at such a level, and our immune systems are so boosted at this point that our body's just really functioning well. And that doesn't mean we can't get it. It just means that it may be better at fighting.
Well, I think it all goes back to gut health as well, because we do again know that gut health plays such a huge role.
Amen. Who out there gets who gets really grumpy if you're only going once a week or something like that?
So gut health is everything, and gut. Remember the happy hormones in your brain. So you all mostly heard of serotonin. So serotonin is what gives you that feeling of happiness and well-being. If your serotonin and your dopamine are low, most of that is absorbed from your gut. So if you're not producing enough, so it's not getting to your brain to be taken up through those neurotransmitters in the brain.
Rebecca said it helped.
Carries A1C, and it will.
Amazing.
It'll continue to. So what I can tell you is that it all ties together, and immunity is highly intertwined too with your gut health. So if you have poor gut health, I mean, we're talking about NRF2, and I will tell you the first 4 days that I was on just NRF2 alone, my gut was wrecked, okay? Like, it was insane, the things that were going on in there. And they say that NRF2 works like a heat-seeking missile. It's going to go through your body. It's going to target the areas that need the most work first, and then it's going to work backwards. So you get a 40% reduction in oxidative stress in 30 days or less, okay? And when we say oxidative stress, that's what causes your cells to age and not function at peak performance. So we're dumping all the crap out of the cell so the cell can work at peak performance, okay? And that takes time. So we do have some products that once you take those, I would say Axio and NAD, you feel them, okay? You feel those. NRF2, you may not feel that at all, but it's still working in your body and it's doing what it's supposed to do. So
guys, we heard testimonials this past week of people that were extreme cancer patients that were struggling with their quality of life. And we heard several children that even made the comments that
you need to keep this compliant as best as possible.
Well, let's put it this way. Their quality of life was exceptional towards the end of their life.
Yes.
And some of them didn't start on the product till after the fact. But yes, it gave them great quality of life, or a better quality of life when that was going on. Now, can I ask this? Am I allowed to talk about the military thing they're doing right now? Is that even something that can be...
Yeah, well, the military is actually testing NAD right now. Mm-hmm. The Pentagon, we've got an article to prove that. I can send that to and post in this thread if you guys want. But the military is working on NAD right now, and NAD is a mood enhancer, so they want to use it through wartime, and it also has to do with eating. So what I can tell you about NAD is that if you fast, you're producing a compound called a sirtuin. And sirtuins are what give you a feeling, a mood enhancement. So in order to get a sirtuin up by 94%, you would have to fast and restrict your calories to 700 for 30 days. You take one NAD, 2 NAD, and the next day, you increase your sirtuins by 100%. So you get that mood enhancement that comes from that fasting like feeling. So the military is researching that right now, and they're wanting to use that in the military as well. So there's all kinds of information coming out, and I seen the article coming out and I'm like, I don't know why the Pentagon's studying that. We already did it. So here you go. You heard it from us. So I think that's about it. We just wrap it up because we've been on here a while.
Wrap it up. But guys, what I do want to tell you as well, our company is the only company that has this product. We have 11 patents on this product, and they didn't do that just for a supplement. Trust me. What people are taking, and our customers, which we thank you very much, we love you, we appreciate your support, but you know as well as we do the benefits that you're getting from these products. This is the real deal here, folks. I mean the real deal. So if you're looking for something to elevate maybe your mood, how you feel, it's different with energy, sharper thinking, clearer thoughts. As I tell Leslie all the time, I love being present now. I'm not thinking about tomorrow, what's going to happen. I'm not thinking about what happened last week or last night. I'm just happy to be here with you guys right now, being able to share our message.
And in closing, I want to tell you that if you were tagged in this video by another distributor, or a distributor has shared this to their wall and you're watching us publicly, if you have any questions about the products that we've described here, I ask that you go back to them, ask those questions, ask them to send you information on product. If you're interested in getting the product right now, they can load a shopping cart for you and get it right to you. Remember, there's a 30-day empty bottle money back guarantee. We are here for you. We are here for you. We're here to help you. And we work as a community, and we just want everybody to know about this fabulous product because everybody needs to know about it. Everybody needs to have the opportunity to give it a go. And so...
Will you message Casey after this call?
Yes, I will.
Casey, we're sorry. We're talking about our Lifevantage products right now. Thank you for jumping on.
Yeah. You can catch the replay as soon as we get off, and you'll get to see everything we talked about. And if you have any questions about the product that we talked about, just message us or the person who invited you to this to watch this live. So I think that's it.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for being here. We so appreciate you logging in and
giving us your time.
Giving us your time this evening. We really appreciate it.
Next week, we've got somebody else new coming up, so tune in. I will try to give an introduction for who that's going to be, so that'll be next Tuesday. We're going to probably do it every night at 9 o'clock on Tuesdays, Eastern Standard Time. So be looking for it. We hope to see you guys again next Tuesday. We'll be interviewing somebody new, so get ready. We got more info coming for you, okay? All right, guys. Love you all so much. Everybody have a great night. See you later. Bye.